Here we go. Welcome back, Commander. Hey, nice to have you back with us today. What a mighty day. The Battle of Smolensk. This is the Gates of Hell skirmish mission for the Soviet side, and it's the first in their tree. Now I'm playing once again as this whole skirmish playthrough. I'll be playing as the Offensive Doctrine. Essentially tank heavy. Artillery light, tank heavy. I had a couple of fast results, a couple of fast playthroughs using Tank Doctrine, and so that's why I've chosen it, in an attempt to keep these videos as short as possible. Yeah, it's not that short, spoiler alert. I'll strip out bits like waiting for tanks to repair, or waiting for artillery to reload, or whatever, anything I can strip out feasibly I will, as long as I can show you every move I make in the gameplay, every decision I take, every unit I move and where. I might, if I'm running something 3/4 of the way across the map and is slowly walking with a massive artillery cannon, I'll time warp through that rather than spare us both seeing through it. Right, well, we're off. Let's see what we've got to play with. So I bought my first tanklet. Now, in the other skirmishes, what I've been able to do is take the first line, left and right, easily, with just a anti-infantry tank, which is, well, that's what I've spawned for 200, and a sniper to light the way up for him, to find us some targets. I'm hoping to take the first point with this and, with basically just this. Now, although this is Offensive Doctrine, what I'd hope to do is have this supported by a tank destroyer, anti-tank gun, motorised anti-tank gun. It hasn't done that. I've spawned the icons are so small to see in 4K, 4K native, that I couldn't see that what I was spawning is actually a cannon. So my support gun is a cannon, is a bloke walking a cannon, not armour. So that's going to really slow things down, which I might time warp. I might have to time warp with the editor to deal with that. So here we go. As I said, though, this should be enough just on its own, judging by past experiences of other maps. And he's going to zap everything in this trench line, with my full permission, of course. Yeah, hope you're well. Spring here in sunny Cambridge. Sun shining. This means I've got to go back to work. This does mean the rate of videos I'll be uploading will be much reduced, sort of one a week-ish is my plan. Till the end of summer. Well, I might be able to take some time off and slap a load down. It'd be nice if I could take time off when Men of War 3, Men of War 2, when the latest Men of War launches. It'd be nice if I could have some time off to get them all uploaded. I had a look at the trailer for the skirmish. I had a look at the sort of some playthroughs of the skirmish multiplayer mode, head to head. Not sure what to make of it yet. Hopefully it's just more of the same, because that's what I want. I've had every game since Soldiers of Men of War. Is that what it was called? Soldiers of War? Not sure. A much lower resolution version of this on smaller maps. And it's a slaughter. Stick your head up, mate. Look over the top of your trench. So this is working out nicely. Look, they're shooting them all. Nothing's shooting back at him. The cannon, if you look at the mini-map, is eventually getting there to cover him, to support him. Okay, dawdling along. What's this? The Soviet army, and they're all unfit and lazy and can't push cannons. Save their lives. Suck at it. That's why it's so slow. Now, he has taken damage, look, so I'm repairing him. He's taken quite a bit of damage. I don't know what's been hitting him. Probably 50 cal rifle or something like that. I've got an anti-tank rifle. I haven't heard any bazookas or cannons. This is quite a challenging map. It's got an interesting topography. Lots of sort of... Each combat line is kind of separated by hills, and the defensive placements of like the 88s and stuff like that. It's tricky, but enjoyable. I played it a couple of times. I've got another playthrough where I play as irregular, I think, not the Armoured Doctrine, not Offensive Doctrine. I wanted to make a season of all the offensive doctrines, so you can see all the units. So this is because this is the first in the Soviet tech tree. We're getting early war equipment. So in each of these skirmish maps, we have a different tech tree, a different load of troops and vehicles available. Plus, there's 4 doctrines to choose from. So the units we're allowed to bring in each of these levels are quite different each time, or a little different, mostly different. So by number 4, we're really with top tier World War II equipment, but right here we're in early tier. Oh, I'm glad I brought that cannon up, look, because there's a tank coming down at me of some description. See me on the popping up on the mini map. He's obviously shooting. Yeah, it'd have been nicer if he was quicker to get here. That's the second one I bought. So I bought one infantry tank for each line, and so far I'm going to start, going up the map line by line. I'm not planning to just steam up one side and then the other. I'm going to go for the easy one. I'm just going for the easy ones. Oh, I think these are easy. Let's take them. I haven't seen... Oh, there's a cannon. That's a cannon. It's just popped up on the mini-map, look, so he's gonna... Yeah, no, I don't think I can... I don't want to get involved with that, with this weapon system. He's taking hits, like he's damaged. Not critically damaged, but he is damaged. Hang on a sec. Oh, that tank. I think that cannon's now firing at my other armoured car thing. I better move him back or set the cannon to... as soon as I spot it, of course. Oh, yeah, as soon as I spot it, I need to take that out with my super cannon. Look at all this stuff up on the left. Look at all those big red triangles. I think there's a cannon up there. There's an armoured car up there. There's I don't know what up there. Machine guns all along the ridge at the top. Yeah, something like. Look at the fire. My troops in the left-hand trench. They're taking loads of fire. I might have to retreat them or duck them down. Maybe make them to lie down and just. They're taking a lot of damage. They're going to die. Charging this thing in to save them might be a mistake. That's the cannon that was hitting him. Right. Come on, get it. Win this fight. Oh, he's taking damage. Okay, got him. It's just decrewed though. So it's recrewed. So he's trying to repair it and get back on it. That's not quite as easy a fight as I was expecting, if I'm quite honest with you. Expecting that to be a complete cakewalk, not for me to lose men like that dead guy. My tank's mashed up all the time. So that's a Puma. So I'm probably going to want another cannon up here. Well, perhaps one smack in the middle of the map would do it. It's got the range to do both sides of the valley. That looks like a 50 cal. Yeah, he's just mashing them up. Range. Yes, I'll move that cannon to try and get both fronts at the same time. And it takes so long to get here and do anything. Got to get my money's worth out of it. Oh, that thing's back alive again. Yeah, he's got it back running. Come on, take it out. Yeah, so it's not going. We're not being devastated, but it's not going well. Got a casualty. I'm not in the clear. Got a spare tank. See if you can help me pacify. If I could get him into range of that cannon that's unmanned so that anything that tries to man it gets shot up by him, that'd be nice. Now that right hand zone's been captured, it's turned green, the left hand one's still red. I'm surprised, there's something alive in those trenches still that isn't my guys. Oh God, stop it. There's another tank or something at the front, which I haven't spotted yet. It's trying to waste me. This is tougher than I was thinking. Alright, so get that repaired, I suppose. Spawn some crewmen, perhaps. That's the baby. See ya. Yeah, decrewed it. It's capturable. I love to capture. And to repair. Oh, repairing. It's a joy. let's get that up to the covering. I can go forward. So I really want to, I would love to get it in range of machine guns on the hill, but especially I want to get it in range of that cannon to stop that cannon being resupplied. I mean, that's, the crew are dead in that one. That's my third casualty. I ordered some more tank crew, they'll be on their way soon. Oh my god, look, it's getting hit. What's shooting you? I'm going to hide him in this ditch. Oh yeah, that's a good spot. How do you like it now? Okay. Yeah, that seems a good spot. I'll hang on there. Seem to have pacified the hilltop, at least momentarily. Something's still shooting at that. Oh, and we've kept a point. The camera's been remanned yet again. Alright, so I think that's kind of put it. I mean, that's the sort. That's where we should be, isn't it? The enemy's pushed back behind a certain range, and the immediate threat is over. Controllable. So we've got fire control over the first valley. 2 points captured. That might give me some more units. Might give me a tank of some description, which is obviously what I'm going for. Is to play this as an armoured doctrine. I'll put these guys up here as first line to get me some more fire control and some more visibility. Now they're in mortar range of something. That's not good. Probably won't be able to keep them here. Yes, I can see the mortar fire on the mini-map. You can see where the mortar blast is emanating from, and it's just over that hilltop on the left-hand side of the map, on the very left edge of the map. At some point we're going to have to pop over that hill and take it out. Although that's not going to be easy. Taking the crest of that hill is going to be a lot of fire. Right, let's get to work. I'm just going to fast forward that. You don't need to watch that. I don't need to wait for that to prepare. Oh, wait a minute. He was waiting for anything. They're already manning that gun. I think it's a machine gun. I think it's an MG42. This is going to wipe out my infantry squad. Wouldn't mind capturing that cannon and dragging it back down here somewhere out of range of that mortar. The ammunition trailer being towed by the battle tractor could be useful. I'm going to make my primary fire position this road. And that cannon's working for me there, I'm liking it. So if I was smart and had more time, two things I'd do is the big concentration of troops in my front trench, I'd spread them out wide so the mortar doesn't hit more than one at a time. And also I think I'd just retreat them actually. So I brought Battle Tractor up mainly to nick his nick his repair kit. Like, I played Men of War again, the skirmish in them before releasing this, and it's so much less to micromanage doing the repairs with one repair kit that never runs out. It's so much less micromanagement. And the snipers fire a lot quicker and more accurate too. Get more meat out of your sniper, and more bang for your buck out of your infinite repair kit. Other than that, plays much the same. Demonstrably the same game that we know and love. So while that repairs, I've fast forwarded. I bought a mortar. I've got the resources built long enough. I bought the mortar. I'm shoving them up to that fire base on the road. I've also bought this flat cannon. I'm shoving him up to this fire base on the road. And then we'll go and have a look at the right flank. See what's going on here. An ammunition truck. I brought an ammunition truck up for them. As you can see, the guys in the trenches are out of ammunition. They could use it. It's time for a bit of advancement. Let's clear out the horizon. And worryingly, I've still left my my left flank squad of infantry in mortar range. They're just still getting mortar bombarded the whole time I'm messing about doing completely other stuff. And I bought this other anti-aircraft gun. He can come and gun team for them. It's a bit more range on it, a bit more beef. A 47mm, something like that. And I'll just fast forward for his long march up there. That's him, magicked into position like. How fast was that trundle up there? Another sniper. It's probably time I had a look at how to deal with that mortar. He does seem to have stopped firing, which is a relief, but I don't suppose that's the last we've seen of him. I sent the ammo truck to go and pick up this anti-aircraft gun that I ordered. Seems to be the way of shipping them around. So that big tank ditch, that big rampart that they're parked in front of, doesn't seem to slow them down or stop them anyway. Tanks just seem to whip up and down that like it's not a problem. As do cannons, mortars, infantry. Just serves as a nice bit of cover for me. Thank you. Siege engineers, you've made my life easier. Surely the sniper's in range to pop those red dots off my mini-map. Now the hillside he's shooting at, I want to capture that at some point. That's a good commanding point. Right, let's see if that anti-aircraft gun had more luck. Yeah, seems to. That wants it. They want to earn their pay. Oh, here comes the mortar again. Found my sniper. Don't like that. I assume somebody has to spot him, so there must be somebody up there on those trenches. If there isn't, there soon will be, because the reinforcements will be along. Let's get that. Let's move this line up, shall we? Out of mortar range, but advancing my understanding of the battlefield. Yes, make me smarter. Give me intelligence. That's what I want. Yeah, it's not from me any new tanks, is it? Despite though I'm playing Offensive Doctrine. I captured 2 points. So yeah, why did I choose Offensive Doctrine on this map that doesn't give me any offensive units? Not what I planned. Is that some kind of cannon? Bring that up. At some point they're going to start counter-attacking with, you know, armoured vehicles and stuff, and I want to be able to cope with them when they do. Now, so this is my little armoured car. I'm going to risk him for a biscuit. I want him to go and hunt the mortar, so I'm going to pop up on that hill, massacre the mortar. Won't that be great? Spoiler alert, doesn't go to plan. But that's a, you know, pretty nice fire base, like a nice little concentration formation there. Flat gun, anti-tank gun, 3 armoured cars, although I'm only planning on keeping 2 in that formation. I quite like these ones. You know, they've got a 20mm cannon. They're pretty effective. Oh. And stuck in the trench. Oh, look, see? Look, they killed someone. That mortar got one. So yeah, so it's just to the right of where I'm looking. Oh, God. Look at that opposite hilltop. Lucky to get out there, wasn't he? Come for it, mate. No. So that was a bit of a suicide squad. I won't necessarily want to repeat that. I saw the mortar. I'll try and repair and capture that German, whatever it is. It's not a Puma, is it? I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's got a little name or if it's just an SD, KF, doodly doo. Either way, if I can get them out there, I'm sure it'll be a useful fighting vehicle. It's got, again, it's got a flat cannon on it, 20mm. But yeah, so the next valley is a death trap. I'm in no rush to go back in there. Got some artillery pieces on the way to the front. That's another set of crewmen. Oh, it's an anti-tank. There's an anti-tank unit. So a couple of guys with a big anti-tank rifle. Seems not to be getting mortared. I like the sound of that. It's another one of these big old cannons. And I'll just teleport things to the front. Won't be a minute. Right, so that's all my artillery pieces moved up into formation on the front lines. And I quite like to see these 4 tank crew that I've got ready to hop into that armoured car that we're repairing. Quite have a little explore of this trench. Duck them down there, like, see what we're up against. Oh, whoops, lost one. Oh no, that was an enemy. I mean, if I could clear all the enemy out of that trench, it'd let me capture it, wouldn't it? Might give me a tank. Oh yes, I captured it. Do I get a tank? Yes. So that's supposed to give me a tank, which obviously I love tanks. Let's get him out of there. I don't think I just want to sit there and get mortared to death. There's some kind of vehicle coming. What is it? Another one of those. No, that's mine. There's some kind of vehicle on the top of the hill now. Will my cannon spot it? Ah, I haven't captured the hill. It's not green, it's red. Maybe just because I pulled out as that tank came in. I moved the crewman off to get in the armoured car. I've got to retake that hill somehow to get that tank. My 1 crewman and his trusty pistol with all 5 bullets. And sort that out. My mortars. No, it's not my mortar, it's his mortar. So I'm getting them over there, look, where I think is the least aggravated place for them to be. Once the trench is clear, I want to keep my men far away from the combat in that trench, so that they keep control of it, so that the enemy just can't ever get to them and kill them to reclaim control. If it's not clear, there's something alive in there that I want to try and flush out. So this is the next ridge line, the opposite, the second line of defence in one valley over. It's like some kind of dugout with a machine gun in it. There's a cannon in front in those sandbags under the hut. And I think what's making that, what's turned us red is advancing, is counterattacks. I think they'll leave that trench line if left alone and storm themselves into my guns. And then it will go green. And then I can have a new tank, I hope. Yeah, right, is it green? No, it's not green again. Can't wait, I'm overexcited. Alright, I edited for just a couple of seconds. We've missed a bit of a zerg on the top of the first hill. Seem to have been put down. See, there's still some troops left on the top. They're taking a beating. I'm kind of hopeful that when all of the zerg troops on this hill that we're shooting at now are defeated, because I've got men up there, it'll turn green and then I'll be able to buy a new tank. But the zerg seems endless and they've never been, and there's more coming faster than undefeated. Ammunition truck. Find a nice home for you. A mortar. I'm going to build. Essentially, I want to get advance further up the road. Mortars up there, into range, better, give them a longer range. Ammunition trucks for them. You can pick up this cannon. I'm expecting I'm expecting armour to come down this road at me, straight down the centre. So I want to get ready to catch it. Sniper that. I guess what's making this hill so hard to control is that there's a load of unmanned machine guns on the roof of it. So there's constantly troops trying to reman that machine gun, and that's why it's never turning green. Well, it may also be that my troops up there are now dead. And this is my next fire base. Have a lot of mortars. Sniper out the front, give them some targets. It's got an anti-tank gun in there, got some ammunition. Spend all my hard-earned resources on more guns. Yes, bigger guns. Other than those flat guns, 45, 47, 4.7, whatever it is. Now they're not doing much there. I might try and move them forward. The armoured cars in particular do absolutely nothing there anymore. Wouldn't hurt to have them up closer to the ridge line. Let's send that battle tractor off to get the AA gun. Bring him up, speed him up quite a lot. And that's going to be a constant theme of this game, is that when I spawn a gun, I'm also going to spawn an ammo truck to tow it. My mortars are firing, they seem happily blasting. Tank coming down the main road, got an anti-tank gun there waiting for it. Will it be enough? Yep, seems to have disappeared. It's not very cinematic, but I'm playing quite a lot of this game just off the mini-map, and that's always going to be the way. Also having a good time. And here comes the AA gun. So I'm liking that as a formation. And I generally think these ones here can be, that rear guard on the road can be advanced. The mortar, chuck him in to a mortar formation. Maybe a wall of mortars there. Oh, another vehicle coming. Let's see what it is. Oh, it's a silly tank, a French one, Char B or something. Take some hits, can't he? Oh no, he's done. He's done. Mortars devastating the buildings around him. something new. What's it going to be? Still don't have any tanks to capture that hill on the left, so I can finally, so I can get a tank of some description. Right, let's have a look on the right flank. See if there's anything I can do to move those guys up. Oh, hang on, there's a fight. Yeah, there's a lot going to keep coming down the centre of town. That's the main thrust of their attacks. Got a lot of mortars dialed in on there. Still some red dot in the church, according to the mini-map. Oh hey, look at him fly. Not that I'm laughing at another man's death. Tragic, violent, brutal death. That would be wrong. So that's that captured gunlet. The one that kept getting remanned and kept shooting at me. Fine. I think I'll use it rather than just leave it demanned to lure troops. I think I'm actually I'm in need of all the anti-tank I can get my hands on. That Char B that came down, I think it was Char B, that silly tank, the French one, that came down the road, that was hard work. Oh, look, got a dead guy. Have I got a medic? Dead sniper. Blown up anti-aircraft gun. See, this point here is not strong. The tanks come down the road, they kill it. Right, I've ordered a medic. Hopefully he'll get here in time. There he is. Get yourself up here and heal him, please. And a new sniper, just in case he doesn't manage to. I have two snipers there, so they can both die at the same time. Oh yes, that's a great plan. And since it's anti-air, finish it, mate. Finished repairs. He's a good boy. Yay! Medic's there in time. Saves the day. Saves me a sniper. Well done. Earned your pay, medic. Hey, look, he's popped up. He's happy. And I'll keep that medic because, frankly, things keep dying around here. I'm so annoyed. Look, got that fine and expensive. All that effort I took to buy that and ship it over here, and it's just blown up inexplicably. get that into the fight. I fancy putting it there. Again, it's kind of front shooting tanks. It's not the smartest play, as you can see. It's costing me units. There's the replacement anti-aircraft gun. Ready to come and get blown up too. Nah. Another ammo truck to carry that thing over. So what I quite fancy doing is, as I said earlier, is capturing that hill on the right. Rather than shoot these things face on with anti-tank, if we had that hill on the right, we could perhaps flank shot them, you know, shoot them in the side where they're weak. So yeah, I spawned an ammunition truck at the same time as I spawned the gun, and that's the way to move them. Now, I mean, there's no good place for this at the front. It's really useful to have them at the front so it can control that the left-hand hill. But the tanks that are coming down the main road are just massacring them. You know, they're face on with the heavy armour. The guns are pointing in the right direction when they get there, but it goes badly. Still, it's a very controlling position. That's why I want it. Let's fight for it. I'm going to manually reverse him. These are my reversing skills. Look at that amazing reversing. Keep that ammunition truck there in the low ground. Should keep him alive for longer. The other guys I want on the high ground because I want them to have fire control. I want them to have domination. Yes, I want this hill next. I want to capture it. I want to take that ridge, capture that trench perhaps. A little armoured car should be enough to zap any infantry in the trench. Although, I've said that before. You know, just saying. Might not be. Might be a sacrifice. But no, I think he'll be good. I'm confident in his ability to wage war. So I've spawned another gun, so let's spawn another ammo truck to pick it up and drive it up to that hill. Another one of those anti-aircraft guns. I quite like them. They're pretty useful. You know, they're certainly going to defeat light armour. Might even defeat heavy armour from the side. And infantry, and they've got some range. Yeah, they're all good. I haven't bothered to sandbag any of these. That's probably another mistake with hindsight. I was just too lazy, you know, to click each one, drop your sandbags. Given how many have been destroyed, that's a mistake. I don't know if there's anything up the top of that hill. I mean, you know, they've all been sniped. Something's coming. Something's upset my mortars. I'm convinced that that red dot, that annoying red dot that's still on the map, is inside the church. See if we can get some kind of snipe on him. Yay, finally got rid of him. Now I don't think that's a safe place to leave that tank. I think as the other tank, as the armours come down the main road, they'll see it, shoot it and blow it up, and I'll be like, oh, how did I lose that? So I want to retreat him somewhere. Yeah, look, they're already getting shot at. I want to retreat him to this side of the slope. And quickly. Do the same with this anti-aircraft gun. I'm just going to keep it parked on this side of the slope. And they're sort of well shielded. That seems to be fine. No one's shooting in there. I'm also worried about infantry coming over there. Heard that, someone's driving a lawnmower outside. Lawnmower man thinks he's bought a motorbike. Now, yeah, so I'm a bit worried that infantry will pop over the rise, so I've left that armoured car there to hopefully stop any infantry zergs on that new flanking gun position. Oh, look on the mini-map. There's armour coming through already. Maybe they spotted it and want to react. That must have been what happened. But I think if he crests that rise, I can just see him now. Things should start shooting at him. Oh, pay attention. This. Oh, one of them. Yay! Free tank. Just get some tank crew. Give me some tank crew. That's the kind of thing I want. Something with some anti-tank capacity. Just what the doctor ordered. Free! Yeah, lads, get yourself up there. Go and get that thing active for me. Mortars have found someone. So that's going to just turn into a massive killing field. I think all the cover's going to be removed, which is a double-edged sword, which is fine when they're coming to me, but won't be so fine when I'm trying to hop. So a bit of time warp action again. Like it'll be, here they are. They've made it to and started their repairs. And then we'll time warp to the end of their repairs and find something useful to do with it, like park it on that hill in a supporting fire kind of a way. There we go, all shiny and new. Well done. Get it down there before it gets blasted. We'll stick it down the bottom here, and we're going to add it to that line of flanking fire. Now if you look in the centre and the bottom of the mini-map, you'll see I've also spawned 3 new units. There'll be like a couple of mortars, a mortar and a bigger mortar, like a mini howitzer, and another one of those anti-aircraft guns. I don't know if I've been getting the wrong I don't know if I've missed a trick by using mortars, not these kind of howitzer cannons, but we'll find out. Oh yeah, just to upgrade this central fire base. Just going to stick a load more guns on there, more mortars, more everything. Look, how many mortars? Many mortars. More mortars than fingers. I'm good at maths. Also, I can write my own name. How about that? Yeah. Now you know. Smart boy. And not only does my mum tell me I'm smart, she reckons I'm good looking. So there, now you know. To me, this seems like I'm just wasting time building up massive fire bases and not advancing much. I don't know if you agree. So while we wait for them to just all trundle into place, I'm going to fast forward. And I'll show you the end result once the shooting starts in a minute. So while you're away, for those few seconds, minutes, I've added a load more guns to the lines and I brought some infantry up in the trenches near to the next point I want to attack, which is up there by that road. I want to get that. So I brought more guns here on my little flank base on the right hill. I've added another gun there. And generally I'm just upgunning now. I've added all these troops in these trenches here and I'm going to use them to advance into the next spawn point in the centre, perhaps. Or at least have a little exploratory advance. See what happens if I move up to there. That'd be a nice point, I think, to have a load of mortars, you know, behind that house where they can't be seen. Some good advanced range, some good aggressive range on them. Oh, what's that? So there's a new cannon on the mini-map. It might be... Oh, God. There's a machine gun inside this house. Seems to be working. My medics run off, and let's go up to the next line. Maybe we'll capture it. No, we'll stay inside the house because we're too scared to go up to that red line. Ooh, red line, scary. Let's try that. Tank green, that gets me a tank. I love tanks. Oh, saving in progress. I'm just going to go bad, doesn't it? Look at all those guns they're advancing onto. That doesn't look good. What kind of tanks can I get? There's a new type of tank there. Can't afford it. Looks like there's two new types of tank there, but I can't afford them. Oh, I can afford it now. What is it? KV, I think. Does it say KV? I'm not going for my glasses. You'll have to tell me. Whatever it is, I've ordered it. Oh, look. Incoming Russian German bomber. Is it a Stuka? What is it? What's coming? Let's shoot him down. Get my anti-aircraft gun. Oh, hey! Ah. Well, even in death, he spat at me. He's still got loads of my troops. But yeah, so there. You thought you were going to come and bomb me, mate. I know, still got a couple. That wasn't... I thought, you know, I've got all this anti-aircraft guns. I've done it. But no, out in this building's wide open. KV. No, it's not a KV. It's a BT. BT7, BT5, something like that. High-speed little tank. Yeah, I'll bring him up and we'll use him. I'll bring him up as a reserve. If we need to use him, we will. For a high-speed assault. Right. And I've got to hold that green to keep getting those tanks that I don't really want. But I might as well get some infantry into just somewhere difficult. Yeah, somewhere hard to find is where I'd like to put them. Now, there's a red triangle on the map. It's shooting at me. Some sort of cannon up here. I also think I'm pretty much out of the cover of my mortars there. I have a lot of mortar support. Have a look in the tree. See, look at this. Yes, now that's a problem. And here comes that problem's friends. Oh, brilliant. I still haven't captured this trench. Ah, I tell you what's blocking that trench line, blocking me from capturing that trench. It's the mortar itself on the other side. I have to take the mortar out before I can have that hill. Another tank. I'm just not inspired by these tanks at all. I think they've got puny gun, puny armour. Why spend money on that? It's gonna get... I don't think it's going to get me the rapid game win I was looking for. I really was looking for this game very fast indeed. Let me fast forward a bit more. Again, just take us to the next gunfight, I think. So here it is. The next gunfight is when I get greedy. Look, I've jumped out of that little base I was hiding in to fix the Char B or the silly tank, whatever it is, the French one. And it's going to go pear-shaped by the looks of it. That big old 88 found me. And I'd love to capture it, or just take it out. Probably be fine. So I've got those. They're well back there behind sandbags. I think that was a better place for them, just to preserve my tank spawn. Although, since I don't want the tanks, now I'm going to try and do some kind of infantry manoeuvre on that 88 gun. I'm going to get in there and yeah. So I was just to get in there and flank it, and this is the makings of a really shit plan. Look at, oh my god. Look at all the reds on the map, all those cannons shooting me, the infantry all around me. The building I'm hiding is just exploding. Oh my god, this is... They're writing a lot of letters home to their parents saying how brave and what great heroes they were. How they didn't die in vain. Look at the state of this. Yeah, so for nothing. They might have killed one man, I don't know, two. Leave him valiantly charge out there to get his dying hand grenade off on that 88. One job. That's all you had to do. Go and kill the 88. Just one job. That's all I asked you to do. Now look at you. Surrounded by all your mates' dead bodies. Yeah, that was a misadventure. consider another way of dealing with that 88. And I'm not sending the medic up there either to heal them all. No. Yeah, alright. Change of plan. And luckily my reinforcements have arrived, because I think I've got reinforcements. So I'm wasting so much life. And these good and worthy communists. It's a shame. So that, I think, is going to be my spot. I want a more advanced mortar, a more aggressive mortar spot. And I'm thinking just that tiny little hutch here might be what I'm looking for. Might just give me the amount of cover I need. So I want to mortar that. I'd love to be able to mortar that 88. But either way, I'm going to need a more aggressive mortar point, you know. I need to keep moving forwards. And that's what I'm going for. See if we can defend. Might be a complete another suicide, but time for an adventure. Yeah, here. It's my new mortar camp. No, you didn't want to do that. Surprise! And I'm just going to stick a bajillion mortars behind that tiny little hut. No one will ever see them. No one will find them there. Oh, and an ammunition truck they'll need as well, won't they? Alright, let's try it. Is he moving? He's on the move. That's not good. There isn't to deal with him there. Oh, he's got a friend. And his friend are on the move. Is he reversing up to me? I think that's my own mortars blowing up my own shed with my own men hiding in it. Tell me what's killing him. Do you think my side swipe base on the hill is getting him? I know it's my own mortars knackering my own cover. Only go on like dead truck. That means there's some infantry coming. Something dropped off. A squad. Another truck. Just see in the distance here comes the infantry and the mortars will massacre them. And there's some kind of tank climbing the hill on the left flank. Having a bad day. This is the infantry. Yeah, good. Counterattack dealt with. Liked it. So I've ordered another couple of infantry outfits and small mortars. That mortar base is doing good. Let's make it even better. And they've pretty much got range on... Have they got range on that 88? Where is it? Around here. No. If they haven't, they're just out of range. Maybe some splash damage to get it. Troops to move forwards, another mortar for the old mortar pit, and a couple of squads. Essentially I've got to keep squads here, I've got to keep front-loaded squads just to stop that capture point getting recaptured if nothing else. And I'd love them to advance on the 88 somehow. If they shoot those red dots now, that's right next to the 88, isn't it? Is it? Strategic point. Oh, and we've gained a strategic point. It's like a temporary spot room. Let's make a middle of our mortar barrage. Oh, there's a cannon up to the right in the field too, near the windmill somewhere, up towards the windmill. Yeah, I can see it firing very distance. There he is, like. There's the 88. That's a problem. I'm definitely seeing mortars nearby, so I sort of think that 88's in range. I hope it is. We should do other things to deal with first. Bloodthirsty here. Smoke, I'm out of ammo. That's why they're firing smoke, because they've run out of high explosives. There's an 80 ammo truck up there to the mortar pit, to the advanced mortar pit, as soon as possible. So the smoke uses white phosphorus, which is why things get set up. I've asked the guys to surge in on the 88 in the smoke. Hopefully the cover of that smoke allows them to take it, blow it up, capture it, don't really know what. But it turns out to have been a bit suicidal. They captured it. I've thrown all the ammunition out. So in previous versions of the game, that's enough to disable the gun permanently. Even if I die, they'll never, and if I go back, I'll go back with an ammunition truck. So hopefully that's the 88 dealt with. At great cost of human life. he's got to go up to resupply the mortars at massive speed, or they're going to get overrun. Nice big old mess of Reds, isn't it? Mess of Germans. Right, I'll decrew him because I don't want him to draw any fire. And then I'm going to put sandbags down for these boys. They're not going anywhere. They're going to need cover. Do. There's a tank shooting at glitchy tank who's shooting at a dead guy who was manning the 88, who is now dead, but he's still shooting at him in rage. Rage kill the dead man. No, not finished shooting you, killing you yet. How dare you die before I finished killing you. I think I might spawn some more infantry to replace that massive Zerg that died. So they're on that tanker and they're reloading it and firing. Oh, they know. Oh, what shot it? Oh my god, it's got range on that. Or was that my guys remanning it? Don't know. Anyway. I'll move them up. Oh yeah, there's a good spot for them. Just want to move them up to the fire base on the right hill, the flank base, and I'll use them as a breakwater against troops that zerg over this hill. Take out all my guns, and I might even advance them then, see, into these trench lines, or I can get overlooking fire onto that cannon that's been shooting across next to the windmill, in the windmill field. If I can take the windmill field, that wouldn't hurt either. Now I'm convinced it's not me shooting at that. I think it's his own tank. Carry on, knock yourself out. I thoroughly approve of whatever you're doing. Yeah, it's definitely not them firing. is something out there giving us a lot of line of sight. Mortars are firing again. Yeah, I think it's him who's firing. Weird, just being weird. You're weird, mate. Freak. What are you shooting at? Can this fire? That's the question. It's been remanned. Don't know. Oh, I've got a bit of a think about where to go next. Little tank coming in. Hopefully we can squash him, crush him. Maybe the flank base will finally earn its pay and shoot one. Snipers coming. Mount them up in these trenches up on the left, on the right hand flank, so that they've got yeah, something like that. Yet another mortar for my advanced mortar base. So he'll fit right in there. We can all chat to each other about mortars. Ballistics. Seems like a good spot for those guys. So I'm thinking the right hand flank, if you can see on the minimap, look, my infantry have pushing up over that hill to get the trench lines. I'm thinking that's the next advance. I'd like it to be over the left hand hill, shoot the mortar, take the hill, get another tank, but I'm not confident that that won't be anything except massively bloodthirsty and ultimately disappointing. Yeah, so if I just pop up here, just gonna die. But you know, there's a lot of mortars covering them now. Maybe they'll get some revenge. My new sniper position, is it? No, yeah, my new sniper position is now nibbling these guys. Maybe you just die. Good. You deserved it. There's line of sight up to the opposing ridge line. Don't seem to be shooting back, which is good. So have my mortars got range on that? No. That'd be a bit suicidal, I think, running a squad straight into there. I think there's a sniper and a recon squad. Surely they're going to give me the best line of sight I can get. I'll chuck them in here. The little armoured car coming through town, he's in a world of trouble. The infantry coming through town, they're in a world of trouble. The armoured car with infantry going up the hill is going to cause me a world of trouble, because he's going to highlight my hiding guys on that hill. Something like 6 mortars, maybe even 10 or 11 if they get too far forward. Should really be containing them. So I'm holding this nicely. I don't see making advances is hard. You know, these big old zergs they're sending against me are all just melting. But actually taking ground is proving to be difficult. That's what I should have done, is have a mortar duel over the left hill. Oh, it's a quandary. these attacks ever going to slow down? Not, are they? They're just going to keep going. Right, so we've loaded new stuff. Ammo truck to go and pick up, and a new mortar. I want to try and I think a mortar base here. An edgy one, even though it's in range. A mortar duel, so to speak. I think that's probably a good idea. I'm going to send more troops up the top of that hill to draw its fire. And hopefully some counter artillery, some counter mortar fire. Sort it out. While he's there, he might as well resupply those troops. And that armoured car. And then he'll be the ammo for my mini mortar base. Oh, I think I've lost the centre point again. Don't care. Don't want to change the rubbish. Alright, so that's a pretty good bunch of mortars. A lot of them. Now if we send these troops up the hill to line it up, get them in the trenches. Kill him harder. One for luck. That's the kind of killing I want to see happen. More of that, please, lads. All over the map. All at the same time. Right. That's got to be time to get him in. Let's get this trench line. And what I want them to do is to at least spot the mortar. So I'm pretty sure that once that mortar is taken out, A, I'll stop taking casualties, or as many casualties, and B, I think we'll capture the hill. So what I really want to do, there's a tank in it. Stand them up, they get line of sight, drop them down. So I'm going to stand up, drop down. I stand up, the mortars see, they see them, the mortars fire, I drop down. Mortars are fire, there they go. Stand up, get line of sight, mortars fire, drop down. Stand up. Oh, the mortars load. Stand up. Come on. There you go. Line of sight. Follow the mortars. Stand up. I look down near close, that's the mortar. They've got line of sight on it for the first time. Maybe they'll kill him. I definitely think we're dominating here. Maybe they're out of range there. Yeah, I get the feeling we've hit the extent of the mortar's range. It's not going to kill any more of those tanks on the top of the opposite hill, but see what happens. Everybody in. Take that back for me. I'll be able to get some troops into that trench line. Send those two useless tanks, the speedy useless tanks, I'm going to send them into with that to exploit the weakness. See if you can pop in there and shoot mortar or something. Okay, here we go again. I'm going to take this hill. I'm just going to sacrifice more life. I'll push them over the rise. Right, got the mortar. Capture the field. Just like that. That's all it took. Now, I'll get those up. I have to get the next one. What do you think? I'll take 2 hills. This one, that mortar is just a pesky mortar. Just slowing everything down. Let's get them in there, see if they can capture that. Oh, I'm getting Nebelwerft. Doesn't seem to have the angle. He can waste his Nebelwerfts. Can you find whatever's still alive on this hill? I'm trying to keep them behind this shed because it gives them a lot of cover from the opposite, from the next line of trenches, in the next valley, on the side of the next valley. But I'd like to empty the trenches. I'd like to clear them out so that we capture this hill and get artillery or whatever it is we get from that. All these guys can advance. Cannot see. Another 88 there, next to that bridge. The original 88, we threw all the ammunition out and started firing again. Don't know how that happened. Let's move the mortars somewhere more aggressive. Oh, I captured it. Captured that hill. There comes another bomber. That's my capture. Oh, didn't get too much for that, did he? Got some artillery pieces I can buy. There's one. There's one. There's two. Yes. Oh, there's some. An ammo truck, and we're going to take him up to, I don't know, the right. I dare move those mortars forward. Yeah, the mortar should be able to take him out. He's got an open top roof. On the truck, I'm going to grab that more. And another ammo truck. I'll slap that up there, that'd be a nice spot for it. Traffic jam. Another traffic jam. Uh-oh. Tank coming that way. Yeah, I'm thinking just behind that rise of the hill with his infantry would be a nice spot for a big artillery position. Yeah, about there. So yeah, he's on fire at will, so do it. Ah, that's where I think the 88 is. Let's pop a few rounds in there. Reversing skills. Gotta learn them, boys. Right, so the RT's happily firing out of the way. I thought at first it had blown up that bridge, but it appears that bridge has always been blown up. It seems more contained, right? I mean, I know we're not exactly storming through the map, but Zerg seems under control. It's got lots of armour roving around, but it's not absolutely not recapturing anything, for example. My power's growing. I've now got artillery. Power. Yeah, I've got artillery, and it does seem to be firing, which is a bonus. That doesn't always work that way. Sometimes I get a load of artillery and I put them on fire at will, and they don't really bother. And I click them to fire on things, and they don't really bother. But I think these ones generally seem to be popping away at stuff, which is nice of them. We reward them by buying more. Oh, look at that tank. That's the tank with the little Nobelwerfer rockets on it. Look at the little sleds for them on the side. I don't know who he's shooting at. Probably my infantry. And artillery's after him. Oh, that's good news. Right, bought another artillery. Let's buy an ammo truck to tie it up here and keep it happy while it is here. Now, these guys, so both these artillery are on free fire because I think I blew up the 88 emplacement, and so I turned it off. Get some more up there, and then I might send some troops over the hill to spot that red zone there by the windmill. Right, I've asked them to dominate that little sandbag thing where I think there's a Flak 88 hiding. And bless them, they seem to be doing it. They're interested in it. They've taken the job on. Good work, boys. Keep it up. That's where I thought they'd blown up the bridge, but it turns out that bridge is already blown up, as I mentioned earlier. I was thinking as this happened, that just slowed them down. The bridge is now down, but I noticed quite early on in this playthrough, watching the recording, that the bridge has always been down. I mean, that's a pretty good hit, right? No, my luck is just sitting there completely unscathed in the middle of all of that. And as soon as I move a tank in there, it'll explode. These guys can come forward. They're not doing anything there anymore. I can prepare them here in that hidden trench for a takeover of these trenches. Again, we're going for line of sight. Pretty sure I saw debris come up there. That's a direct hit on what I was aiming at. Debris flew up. There's an 88 there, it's gone. So you guys can go on free fire. Stop. can hammer anything that these boys illuminate. Like that next trench line, for example. Oh, that's that cannon, is it? Yeah, that's that cannon. It was a cannon. It's now a decrewed cannon. Good enough for the moment. That's another 88. Look at it over there. I wonder if the RT will have a pop. Trying to get them, keep them with the windmill in between them and the 88, so they can't fire at them. I can just hide from that tank, I think. Oh, there's a truck. Probably killed all my men as well as the truck. Friendly fire. Ah, now I've captured that, which has given me an airstrike, which I'm going to put on the 88. Comes. Oh, look at all the red stuff. It's gotta get it right. Yeah. Yeah. A big boom. Trying to spot where his Nebelwerfer is. There's something about there, there's something there in the sandbags. So I want to airstrike them at some point. And this is going to speed up now. We've broken the stalemate. Danger close, lads. You can blow yourselves up. Oh yeah, so he's shooting right across the other side. And here's another RT and a ammo truck. It's doing a good job. We'll keep reinforcing it. Blasting away, aren't they? They're doing great. I think we just went up a level too. I think the troops level up as they get more kills. You're in trouble. Let's open up some line of sight. I think that rear trench is the one to do, because it keeps my men inside the green. That front trench by the windmill's a bit untenable. I've remanned at 88, I don't think it'll last long. Yeah, get in there. We shouldn't have moved him out of the back trench. I think that's the smart play. Lost the tertiary, right, okay. Next airstrike, chuck him in there. And then try and watch what he spots as well, see where everything else is. There's the Nebelwerfer, he struck at them. That's not where I told him to shoot, that Nebelwerfer. So I think what happens when the plane flies over is they adjust their own aim. There's an 88 there, spotted him. Remember all the little locations. It's a lot of concentration in the middle valley on the left. I'd like some tanks to sort that out. Infantry, a whole load of shed load of infantry to reman those trenches, don't want to lose them. actually checked out what tank having that hill gives me yet. And spoiler alert, I'm going to enjoy it when I discover it. I'm going to be like, whoa, why have I not been doing this all the time? My tank doctrine, why have I not been using the tanks? So, what's the top tier tank there? A KV. Okay, I'll take a KV. There he is, comes on the map. Check him out, it's a KV2. Baby! Let's see what you can do. Oh yeah, now I'm a happy man. Wish I'd had these right at the beginning. Yeah, if I'd have known I was getting KV2s, I think I'd have done, wouldn't even have bothered with the RT. I'd have been building a massive KV2 Zerg, like that big Tiger Zerg I built. We might get all these troops to restock the trenches, keep them friendly. Go on, boy, get over there. Oh, did he take out those trucks? Here he comes, slowly but surely. What are you going to take out? All the infantry, brilliant. Right, you own that hill. Take whatever tanks are on that hill off that hill. Keep them off forever. I don't know what he's going to do, if he's any good against tanks, or if he's just mobile arty, but he's a KV2. Look at the size of his turret. A kitchen table in there, we'll sit around and have dinner. I might be hungry. If I'm a winner, I'm going to have a chicken dinner. Yes. That is my future. Oh look, they've Molotov'd him. Is he going to burn out? Will that Molotov do him? I think it might. No, he's gone out. Duh. Come on, KV. Where are you? Let's move this emplacement all the way up to that hill. See if they can survive it and do something useful. Big anti-tank cannon. Firebase has taken a beating. Most of these guns are knackered or decrewed. What another KV. You go up there, mate. I think I've bothered to capture a single German vehicle this time. Unlike me, I know. Oh no, I captured just the one. And a German machine gun point and a German cannon. Gonna shoot that 88? Nope. Lazy. Another airstrike by the looks of it. And there was definitely an 88 there, so let's do him. And again, pay attention to what he reveals on the map. Oh, we'll quickly move that fella into somewhere good. Comes, line of sight. Yeah, there's the 88, that'll get him. Now there's one on the left here. See you? And two small things to the right by that barn here. Mortars or something. He won't move up because he's only got one man. Look at that fella. Oh, KV done him. With that in mind, let's hire another KV. Alright, you guys can move that up. Let's move the whole mortar line up one valley. And the ammo truck, although the ammo truck does seem a bit empty, but wow. Better than nothing. It's a machine gun. He's dealing with people at the windmill. What's there? Probably not aggressive enough forward to actually do anything, but well, hell, keep it going. March in the right direction. Snipers, they could be useful up the front, lads. Take that trench. Oh, lost it again. Why's my KV tank slacking off? Come on, hurry up. Get up here and be an army of KVs. Up to there, and these mortars will come up to here too. I can't overlook at that hill. Another airstrike, let's drop it on that. We might miss him with that one, but why not? If they just fire on their own, then we won't miss him. If it goes exactly where I placed the thing, then it will. I'm sort of suspecting that he'll pick his own target. Yeah, look, let's see if the bombs land directly on the 88. Yeah, they definitely adjust fire. Well, definitely. They probably adjust fire, I don't know. I think they do. The next one I want to put in on this trench line here, I think there's like a mortar and something there. That'll be my last airstrike. And we're having a general advance. Pretty much everything is going forwards. It's just that final spawn point to push for. I think it's going to be attack of the KVs. Yeah. I'm liking them. Yeah, shot a tank, it blew it up. That's what I want. Right, there's a tank on the left. The KV's just hammer him stupid. Where is he? Is he really gone? Or is he behind the hill? They're basically out of ammo and the truck's out of ammo. It'll regenerate some, give some shots, but they're not going to be heavy hitters. Right, 3 KVs. That's got to be enough for a rush, right? party. A number on them. This is feeling like crushing victory time. They look crushed. Fast as they come, as fast as they appear on the minimap, and they disappear. 4 KVs. Ooh. Yeah, let's do it. So German advance on the left flank. Everything up to the next hill rise. Something's shooting him, some cannon over here. What can we do about that? Oh, just in time, here comes an airstrike. Pretty sure the KVs will sort him out. He's dealing with the infantry at the windmill. Oh no. Do you think that's a KV or do you think that was the artillery? I don't really know. Whatever it was, I'm glad I had it. Oh, my stomach's rumbling. It's telling me it's chicken time. Let's win! Death or glory! What's left of this fire base on the left? Not much by the looks of it. I wonder if the KV has anything except high explosive, but it's only got high explosive rounds. Do they call it in War Thunder? Derp? Derp cannon? I don't know what derp means. If anybody does know what derp means, please tell me. I think this is the final moments. About to win World War II again. A day without winning World War II is a wasted day. Where do you think you're going? You're going the wrong direction, mate. Right, so we've got a pretty strong foothold in that final camp. Now we've got to do is wipe everything out. There's an airstrike. Drop him on that tank. He'll be gone by then. Yeah, I think he's gone already. I don't know, I think he might still be there. Something's annoying the KVs. It's a Sturmovik? It is. Oh, look at that. It's almost all gone. Like 2 men left. 4 KVs to squash them with. I committed suicide, like, and he's killed himself. Burnt to death. Right, chaps. Thanks for coming. Hopefully I'll see you next time for it continues. See what's left on the map. Not much. There will be more. Please like and subscribe.